Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for watching this video. My name's xKogyochiNinja, and I'm using the PP90 on the map Mission, and we're playing some Kill Confirmed. So let's jump right into it, throw a stun right off the bat, chuck a grenade down these long hallways, because I know that they're going to be coming up there, and I do get a kill right here. But I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay today. I'm going to be talking about a certain topic, and that's sort of strengths and weaknesses and expectations in terms of not only Call of Duty, but as I like to do, make the connection to life in general. And so basically recently this has been sort of an interesting discussion on my mind, because there's so many great Call of Duty players right now on YouTube. Nerdy for the Win, Furycrads, Man in Black, on and on and on. It just goes backwards. It just goes on and on and on. There's my singing voice for those of you who haven't had the wonderful opportunity to hear that yet. But basically, my thought process on what my channel is it's good gameplay, but it's more so going to be good commentary. You guys can expect that every single time you come to my videos, that it's going to be something you can take back with you and apply to your life. And if you get something out of the gameplay, great. But more so, I want you to get something that you can actually use and sort of apply to your life and your everyday situations. Now, the interesting thing about YouTube is that there's a variety of ages, ethnicities, cultures, people there's a variety of people that watch my videos and watch YouTube videos on Call of Duty and commentaries in general. So that guy just runs right past me. Another quick thing I wanted to point out is the Strafe run. I've been liking it a lot lately for two reasons. Now, the consensus seems to be on the Reaper as a 9-kill streak, and the Reaper is definitely amazing on about half of, I've determined, about half of the Modern Warfare 3 maps. Now, on the other half, there's so many buildings and objects that get in the way that I find that a Strafe run is better than the Reaper in terms of kills on average. The kills on average for like my Strafe run is around like 5. It's around 4 or 5. A good one will get around 6, 7 maybe, but 4 or 5 for Strafe run. Now your Reaper should get you around 5 kills every single time, or 6, depending if it's a good one. So on some maps, if you're struggling to get a couple kills with the Reaper, switch to Strafe run. I don't really like the AH6 Overwatch, because it's basically a giant fucking target on the map that says, "Here I am, come shoot me." Even though I have a helicopter, it can't shoot your whole team. Like, people don't seem to realize that. Anyways, that was my little tangent for the day that I got off topic there. But back to strengths and weaknesses. My strength as a Call of Duty player is generally, for the most part, map knowledge, spawn knowledge, and somewhat gun skill, but more so knowing where the enemy's going to be. I have a terrible connection. I have campus internet, so it is hard for me to kind of run into the enemy spawn, which I love to do for some reason. I just I love to run in their spawn and get like a quad, and then I die right away. And look at this, thanks teammate for giving them a double on their Predator missile. I tend to treat Predator missiles like I do a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's like if you just stand still, it won't see you. It actually tends to work out most of the time, and I sound toward that guy back there. But it doesn't work out when teammates don't run away from you. The first thing you should do when you see a Predator missile, the other team's incoming Predator missile, and you don't have blind eye on, is sit still. Or if you're next to teammates, like, spread out. Obviously, you don't want to give them like a triple, then before you know it, they have a pay blow. So anyways, strength and weaknesses. That's what made me such a good search and destroy player, and I still am a really good search and destroy player. It's probably is my best game type, to be honest. But in Modern Warfare 3, the way they made it so that the spawns are, when you're on offense on 90% of the maps, it makes it almost impossible to get any sort of advantage against players that don't have an IQ of less than 50. Like, in all honesty, the other team has to be really bad in search in most cases for you to do well, and that's just because of the offensive spawns in search and destroy. Like, they need to fix the spawn system in general, but especially in search, and especially so that people aren't spawning behind you. If you get into their spawn, I don't care. There's plenty of other spots on the map for them to spawn, not right behind you or not right in front of you. So hopefully they get that message. But in terms of strengths and weaknesses, if you can sort of identify what your weaknesses are, not only as a Call of Duty player, but even just as a person, you know, you can. That's the nice thing, is that I believe in a philosophy where you can always work on yourself. You can always do things to better yourself. You know, if you don't like the way you look, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. Like if you don't like you know, your education, like go out and get it. If you don't like, you know, the list can go on. And obviously there are some like characteristics and features about yourself that maybe you can't change, or you know, some born with sort of traits or whatever. But generally speaking, for the most part, you can change your life into what you want, and that's what I really wanted to stress and touch upon. It really just comes down to effort and, you know, wanting something. So let me know in the comments section if this video appeared in your sub box and that's how you got to it. I'm kind of interested in that. Otherwise, guys, have a great day, and I will see you over winter break. Peace.